pet
Slight
counter
resemblance.
punch.
Slight resemblance. Yeah.
But he's talking.
The thing with
I don't think
he's got to do is learn to
speaks
move
Spanish,
his head.
but he
He's not moving his
understands.
head
He
at
understands the
all.
meaning of that.
Okay, side to side.
Well,
if you leave your head in one
Hernandez is
spot,
saying, bring it.
your opponent know where you're at.
He's telling him, I'm not
So you want to do is you want to throw a punch. Remember the great Macho Camacho. You got the short
Hernandez
sword
ran
in Puerto
into a
Rican.
shot
You got
there.
Juan
But
Laporte.
before he ran into that shot
Alfredo
from
Gomez.
Nursultanov,
You know what?
he was taking
He's
it to
got
the
some
undefeated
Camacho in his
prospect.
facial.
Yeah.
Like his eyebrows and the hair a little bit. I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Slight resemblance.
I give Meyirim the credit. The thing with Hernandez, he's got to do is learn to move his head. He has a great deal of patience. He's not moving his head at all. He has a man going forward side. If you leave your head in one spot, your opponent is breathing properly. Watch it. So what you want to do is you want to throw a punch. He's not exactly your head. Open mouth.
Hernandez ran into
he's
a
using
shot
his
there.
breath for his
Before
punches.
he ran into that shot
Could
from
speak to his
Nursultanov,
amateur
he
experience.
was taking it to the undefeated
This
prospect.
could speak to the gym experience.
He's getting great sparring at the boxing laboratory in Oxnard, California.
Well, you got to think about it. When you're an amateur, I give Meyirim the credit for having high grade amateur. He has a great deal of patience. I mean, how to breathe as a man going forward on him. Relax, not leave your head there. At a point, he's breathing properly. Watch Luis Hernandez, he's not exactly open mouth. He's in the same spot.
He's such a squat guy. I mean, he barely has him to his amateur experience. If not head movement, then upper body movement.
To the gym
And he's getting caught now by great
Nursultanov.
sparring at the boxing laboratory in Oxnard, California.
Well, you got to think about it. When you're an amateur, that's the growing curve. And when you're a high grade amateur, you learn all these tricks and how to breathe properly, how to punch properly, not leave your head there. When Luis Hernandez, the head movement is lacking. He's in the same spot.
Hernandez
He's such a
pounds his
squat
chest.
guy. I mean, he barely has
Not
him
sit
now.
down,
But
although
yeah,
they're bringing a stool out. Let's
If
see
not
he
head
sits
movement,
down.
then
Okay,
upper body
now he's
movement.
gonna sit down.
And he's getting caught now by Nursultanov.
Second round was tougher than the first round. Both rounds were competitive. I scored both for Nursultanov. But it looked like at the first half of the second round, it looked like Hernandez was on his way to winning it.
Well, me too. I scored it 10-10, 9-9, 18-20. I got Meyirim winning. I think that he's doing a heck of a boxing job.
Hernandez
He's
pounds
staying on the
his
outside.
chest.
He's getting
He's
hit
not
from
sit
time to
down,
time.
although they're bringing a stool out.
Hernandez
Let's see
is
if he
trying to
sits
find
down.
his way
Okay,
in.
now he's going to sit down.
If
Yeah.
Hernandez applies more
Second
pressure, he has
round
a
was
better
tougher
shot.
than the first round.
He's got to press Meyirim.
Both
He's gotta
rounds
press
were
him backwards.
competitive. I scored both for
For him to
Nursultanov.
happen,
But it looked like
very
at the first
In the
half
corner
of the
of
second round, it looked like
Nursultanov,
Hernandez
Buddy
was on his way to
McGirt
winning.
exciting.
Well, me too.
Your old buddy from New York,
I was
Buddy
going
McGirt.
for it.
Yes.
I got ready. Buddy McGirt ready
for the Pernell Whitaker
fight. I got Meyirim winning.
You
I
did- hey,
think
you
that
did
he's
a
doing
good
a
job.
heck of a boxing job.
The first fight?
He's staying on the outside.
I was
He's
there.
getting hit from
As a
time to
fan.
time.
Madison Square
Hernandez
Garden.
is
Very
trying to find
argumentative
his way
whether
in.
Buddy won or lost that fight.
If Hernandez applies more
I believe
pressure, he
as
has
a
a better
fan, I
shot.
scored it 7 rounds
He's
to
got to
5
press
for Pernell Whitaker.
Meyirim. He's got to press
I
him
was
backwards.
rooting for Buddy McGirt, though.
For him to happen, I got him ready. I was
Very
very
dangerous
for the fight.
In the corner of
I was
Nursultanov,
on the amateur
Buddy
at the time
McGirt
when I
sighting.
fought.
Your old buddy from New York,
I was
Buddy
going
McGirt.
for it.
Yes.
I got ready. Buddy McGirt ready for the Pernell Whitaker
Nice,
fight.
nice 1-2
I fought with
combination
him
of
that fight.
Hey, you did a
Nursultanov.
good job.
That's what
First
Hernandez
fight?
needs to do.
Oh,
The first fight.
Oh, yeah, I was
First
there
fight he was giving.
as a fan.
Just now,
Madison Square Garden.
Very argumentative
Yeah.
whether Buddy won or lost that fight.
Fighting that, but he can't.
I believe
lack
as a fan, I scored it 7 rounds to 5
There you
for
go, he's
Pernell
walking
Whitaker.
in.
I was
Yeah.
rooting
Hands
for Buddy
off, but he's
McGirt,
not
though.
letting his hands
Yeah,
go.
see, like, it was a
See
good
what
fight.
I'm saying? And I got him
Don't
ready. I was
let your
following
hands
him
go.
fight.
You
Get
get
out
out
right
right
there.
Yeah,
I was on the
4 or
amateur
5
at the time
punches
I
and
fought.
then back to the jab.
And he's landed some nice punches in the first 2 rounds, but I had to score them for Nursultanov.
Nice,
Just
because
nice
he's the
1-2
busier of the
combination
two.
for Nursultanov.
more consistent.
And yeah, he's
Well,
the more
that's what
consistent of the
Hernandez needs
2,
to do.
and he's also
forward
landed some
motion
short
that he was
shots.
giving just now. Meyirim, I
That's
tell you
what
one thing, he's
to the
doing
body,
a
to the
great
head.
job
To the body net, but
of
he
keeping
can't
Hernandez on the
lack
outside.
opportunities.
Nursultanov is
There you
showing
go,
better
walking
footwork
in.
than I've seen in
Hands
some
up,
of his
but he's not
previous
letting his
fights.
hands go. See what I'm saying? Don't let your hands
go.
go.
You
You
can
can
just
right there. Right now, he had to adapt.
4 or 5 punches.
So Hernandez going
back to
forward.
the jab.
Hernandez
He's
not stepping
landed some nice
backwards.
punches
That was a
in the
well-timed
first 2
right
rounds,
hand
but I
that
had to score them for
Nursultanov
Nursultanov. I like the
Just
way he's
because he's the
stepping
busier of
around
the two.
Hernandez.
More
And-
consistent.
and, yeah,
He's
he's
keeping
the
him
more
spinning.
consistent of the
Yes.
2,
This is what
and he's
coach is
also
saying.
landing
Keep
some
him
short
spinning.
shots.
Because if you stay in front of him,
There's a
Meyirim,
chance
I
of
tell you
finding
one
you.
thing, he's doing a great
If you
job.
stand in front of
keeping
Hernandez, you're
Hernandez on
playing
the
to his
outside.
strengths. Nursultanov
That was a nice
is showing
combination
better
from
footwork
Hernandez.
than
He
I've
landed
seen
a
in
right to the
some of his
body and then an
previous fights.
uppercut.
Yeah.
It split the guard of Nursultanov.
It's adapting.
But the one thing that Hernandez
right
did
now,
wrong,
he had to adapt.
he went straight back in the line.
Hernandez going forward.
Yes.
Hernandez
Don't
not stepping
lose
backwards.
range.
When you
That was
got
a
your
well-timed
range, you
right
have to
hand
catch
that
a guy with some
Nursultanov
shots.
dropped on Hernandez.
You
I
don't
like the way
step
he's
away
stepping
from him. Step to the
around
side.
Hernandez.
He's not stepping right. Keep him
on
stepping
spinning.
left.
Yes.
This is
And
what
start
coach
over
is
again.
saying. Keep him spinning. So
But if you
Hernandez
stay in
right
front of
now
him,
is
he has a chance of finding
giving
you.
away by him
If
going
you
to the
stand in
outside.
front of
He's
Hernandez,
not
you're
going to be
playing to
able
his
to outbox
strengths.
Meyirim, no matter what
That
he
was a
does.
nice combination from Hernandez. He landed countered a right to the body.
Hernandez briefly switching to southpaw, trying to get into Nursultanov's head, smiling at him,
still talking to him. And Hernandez is still looking for something. He's still trying to find ways to get to Nursultanov, and he's found it. If you look on the right nostril, there's a trickle of blood coming from the Kazakhstan prospect's nose. You can see it clearly now. So this is not a walk in the park for Nursultanov.
No, no way, no how. And the thing is, Hernandez is having his moments, but he's not having enough of them to win the rounds.
Exactly. I agree with you. Serious, doesn't look like a broken nose. You know, the blood's not gushing out.
No.
And I have to imagine for Hernandez, just seeing that blood, that's got to give him some encouragement. Makes him feel like, okay, I am landing here.
It does. It means that he did something. No matter how it happened, it happened. He got a bloody nose. So it's an encouragement. And I think that Hope is not overconfident, though, because he was dropping his hands and inviting Merriman.
He was making some mistakes.
And, yeah, you don't do that.
Offensively, though, I think what busted the nose of Nursultanov was that right uppercut.
Yes, I noticed.
There was a right to the body, and then he turned it into an uppercut, and it nailed Nursultanov clean.
I would love to see an instant replay of that if we have that.
All right, round 4, Nursultanov versus Hernandez. These guys are middleweights.
Middleweights are some hard punches. Middleweights hit hard. You got Marvin Hagler was middleweight. Julian Jackson was a middleweight.
Yeah, they're good size, but
James Toney was a middleweight. Roy Jones.
They're not so small. I mean, they're not so big that they're ponderous. I mean, they have all that athleticism. They've got the speed of the lighter weights and the power of the heavier weights.
For the audience, junior middleweights are 154. A middleweight is 160. You got Triple G, Canelo as middleweights. Okay, Charlo brothers.
It's a good. Actually, yeah, 154 to 160.
It's actually a good division.
Yes, it is. Nice exchange there. Nursultanov is the busier of the two. He's landing more, and he forces Hernandez to hold on. Hernandez is grinning and smiling, but he's getting the worst of these exchanges.
Yeah, he's too few and frequent. He's got to stay more consistent. Miriam is on the outside. They're going nice right hand. He just landed on Hernandez.
Yeah, and it was well timed, and he stifled a setup from Hernandez. Hernandez was getting ready to drop a 1-2 combo of his own. Nice, hard right to the body. At least it made a loud noise. But Hernandez needs more than just one shot.
Yeah, he's one punch, and like I said, too inconsistent. He throws one punch, then he either holds, grabs, or steps away.
And that's why he loses these fights. That's why he lost to Rashidi Ellis. That's why he lost to Esquivius Falcao and Terrell Gachet. He was in those fights, and he gave those guys something to think about, especially Gachet and Ellis, but he didn't do enough to capitalize on those knockdowns, and he wasn't active enough to win the majority of rounds.
Yeah, right now he's doing a decent job, but he's not countering when he's blocking the shots. He's blocking some punches to his arms, but he's not countering.
Now, I like his combinations inside. When Nursultanov covers up and doesn't punch back, offensively speaking, Hernandez he's crisp. He's crisp with those 2- and 3-punch combos.
He's actually a good fighter. I mean, look at the nose of Merriam. Look at his nose. I mean, he's not bleeding lightly. He's bleeding really hard right now.
And that could be affecting his breathing a little bit.
Hopefully it's not broken when it stops your career for a while, but, but it could be.
You ever suffer a broken nose?
No, thank God, knock on wood.
How many fights did you have?
72.
Never a broken nose.
No,
72
my
professional
nose
fights.
is not made, I think, to be broken away with bone structure. It's the way your bones are. And my DNA, I guess.
And your skills.
That's good, yeah. Don't get hit.
That had something to do with it.
Yeah, being undefeated for 41 fights, I think that helped out a lot.
All right, end of round 4. I've got a shutout so far for Nursultanov. It's not a walk in the park, though. He's having to earn this victory tonight.
You're not lying. I got it scored, unofficially, of course, 40-36. I haven't given one round to Hernandez. And he's not just not consistent enough, but he's competitive.
Yes.
He's competitive, but he's not consistent. So That's pretty good.
He's providing resistance.
You know what I'm saying?
He's provided a little bit of adversity for Nursultanov to deal with, and Nursultanov is dealing with it. I'm talking about the bloody nose, and he'll take this experience into future fights when he gets cut or he gets a bloody nose. He's been there, he's done that, and he'll cope with it even better.
It's very good when you get when something happens in a fight, because you learn from it.
Right.
You need it to happen at this stage, not at the highest level, because you know how to deal with it by then.
It's referee Wayne Hedgepeth, and he is asserting his authority in that ring. Doesn't want too much grappling or rough stuff.
I think Hernandez is stepping on the gas now. I think he's getting from his camp. He's not doing enough. I give him credit. He takes a great shot.
He's never been stopped. He has 7 losses, and he's fought some guys who can crack, and he's never been stopped. Although I would say Nursultanov is probably one of the bigger men that he's been in with. Nursultanov is he's a modern-sized middleweight.
And he can actually go up in weight at his size.
Yeah, he's got the kind of bone structure. You can see him, with the right conditioning regimen, go up to 168. But he looks fine. He weighed in at 162 yesterday, and he looks good at this weight.
Yeah, he's probably like, Meyirim is probably like saying to himself, I hit this guy with my best shot, and he mimics me, or he makes a joke of it.
Right.
So this is great experience for him. Look at him. Hernandez, give him credit. He is right there.
And he's got heavy hands. He's not a knockout artist, but 9 knockouts and 16 victories, that's not too shabby. And you can tell his hands are heavy because you can hear it. You can hear the impact.
I could hear when he throws his punches. He's solid. He's not landing 2 or 3 of them that could put somebody down. Every once in a while he catches with 1. I give Meyirim credit. Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's got that bloody nose and he's reacting to it. He's got to hope and pray it's not broken.
We're seeing the jab and a well-timed right hand from Nursultanov. What I'm not seeing from Nursultanov that I've seen in previous fights is a body attack. When you're in with a shorter fighter, is it harder to go to the body?
Well, you got to be slick and slide. You go to the body when you bend your knees. See, what you do is you never let a guy smaller than you, okay, stay tall sometime when you're on the inside. You got to bend your knees a little bit, get on his level, throw the body, and then step left and right. You see with Hernandez, he's a smaller man. He should allow Meyirim to throw punches down at him and then make him miss and make him pay. Counter. Oh, there he go touch the ropes again. The referee won for that.
So Hernandez, after 5 rounds, he hasn't won a round on our scorecard. He doesn't look totally discouraged, but I think the showboating in round 5 could be an indication of his own frustration.
Oh, yeah. And it's an 8-round fight, so guess what? 8-3 rule. Right now, Meyirim has the whole advantage of the fight, the whole win right now. He just got to stay active. At this point, as a fighter, I would tell myself, I'm not going to get a knockout. So let me just go and do the rounds, round after round after round, and get the victory and take it. Because don't try for the knockout, because I don't believe that Meyirim has the power to knock out Luis Hernandez.
Right, and in trying to get that knockout, he could
risk
wear
yourself.
himself out.
And you look worse.
Round 6 of a scheduled 8. These are middleweights. Meyirim Nursultanov, he's the prospect from Kazakhstan, now fighting out of Oxnard, California, and Luis Hernandez, the tough journeyman from Puerto Rico. And we know who's who because they're wearing their flags on their trunks.
Oh, definitely. There's no mistake in that. No mistake in that. Meyirim right now, I think, talking to Meyirim, if you went in the corner and I had to give him information, I would like, you need a knockout to win now. So what you need to do is make him miss, make him pay. Let him run into a punch. Okay, let Meyirim run into a punch. But in Meyirim, I would say, what on the opposite is box, stick and move. We won this fight already. Try to catch him coming in. Try to catch Hernandez walking right into a punch.
And I'm just looking at the face of Nursultanov, and I can see it just a little bit in the body language. He's starting to feel the effects of this fight. He's starting to feel a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of wear and tear. He's still letting his hands go. He's still in command. But I think the bloody nose and the durability of his opponent, I can see an acknowledgement that this is a tough fight on the face of Nursultanov.
Well, if you think about it like this, I hit a guy with my best shot. Let's say you're in the alley. Right? Hit a guy with your best shot, and it keeps coming. It kind of discourages you.
Stressful.
Okay? It discourages you.
It's got to be stressful.
This is, right now, is a great test for him because Rodriguez just keeps coming, and Meyirim hits him with his best shot, and he keeps coming. So this is a learning process for Meyirim.
Yeah, and Hernandez isn't just a punching bag either.
No, he hits your back.
Punches back. Yeah.
He hits your back.
He's giving Nursultanov something to think about.
I tell you, he reminds me so much of Hector Camacho, the way he is with those shorts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and his hair, and his facial features.
Yeah.
He just needs like a little curly cue.
Yeah.
Yeah. A series of overhand rights connect from Nursultanov. He's trying to there's some body shots as Hernandez holds him while being shoved against the ropes. Now Hernandez is upset, saying maybe there was a clash of heads.
Well, that bloody nose is pretty bad on Meyirim.
Yeah, it's coming down now. And I have to imagine it's affecting his breathing. That's the end of round 6, and that's another round I've scored for Nursultanov. I can't see what's going on in the corner of Nursultanov right now. We're showing Hernandez. Now, Hernandez's face looks fine. He doesn't look fatigued, doesn't look out of breath, looks poised. His trainer wants more from him, just gave him a nice slap across the face. Couldn't see if they were working feverishly on the nose of Nursultanov in his corner. All right, here's round 7 of a scheduled 8 round in the middleweight division. I think Nursultanov, for these last 2 rounds, he should just work his jab. Keep it an outside fight. Nice body work from the journeyman. Bit of a shoe shine there, but there was some thump at the end of those shots. And we're not seeing a hard jab for Nursultanov right now. Those are some nice right hands. And we're seeing an educated, varied right hand from Nursultanov. Delivers it straight. To put an arc on it, he can shoot it to the midsection.
I tell you, right now, Hernandez is doing some tactics to frustrate and piss off Meyirim, so that Meyirim gets a little bit out of character, starts overreaching, throws crazy punches, and hopefully he can catch him. So right now he's using a psychological advantage. He's trying to set up as you look. But now we're watching the next coming of a new superhero in boxing with Meyirim. You know, you got old counterparts like the great Triple G in that weight class.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, from the European countries.
Well, I mean, if you're a middleweight from Kazakhstan, obviously the guy you're going to look up to is Gennady Golovkin. Just like any pro, really. Any pro southpaw with speed from the Philippines, everybody's going to compare him to Manny Pacquiao. And more often than not, Manny Pacquiao is going to be the hero of that young boxer.
And I'm going to call Luis Hernandez the Camacho that doesn't do a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? I got to give good and bad. Hernandez is not doing a lot of punching, so
yeah, he could use some of that macho time razzle dazzle.
That speed.
I think Wayne Hedgepeth is going to dock a point. He's penalizing Hernandez for excessive holding and rough stuff. Now, along with holding, Hernandez was using his elbows in there, shoving with his forearms.
Very physical.
Yes.
He's being very physical because he's trying to upset Meyirim. Any way he can get your opponent. See, this game is 90% psychological. So if I can get into your head, distract you, piss you off, get you angry, let you work off emotion rather than logic, I can beat you.
I think it's working for Hernandez, even though it cost Hernandez a point, because I see Nursultanov looking to Wayne Hedgepeth a lot. He's looking at the referee, and he's starting to feel like, hey, this guy's he's not fighting a clean fight. What's up? Kevin, what do you tell Nursultanov going into this 8th and final round if you were in his corner?
I would be very careful not to tell him, be careful, okay?
Okay.
Of course, sometimes you do that to a fighter and he's too sensitive.
Right.
And he can lose the round, or he's scared of getting hit. You know, it's dangerous. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Right? Because sometimes a trainer will tell you, be scared, and they give you that fear.
Right.
So tell him, keep doing what you're doing. That's it.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the 8th and final round.
Because if you give me something to worry about, I'm going to worry about it.
Yeah, you want your fighter to be confident in the final round.
Don't panic your fighter. So if you tell the fighter you panic him,
right,
right, then he's thinking about that.
This has been good work for Nursultanov.
Yeah, I got it scored unofficially. No, I know that, right?
Yes. You've got it a shutout, as do I. I've got all 7 rounds to Nursultanov, but it hasn't come easy. There have been some chinks in the armor. And you know what? He doesn't look like he's unbeatable in there. And I think that's motivation for a young fighter.
That's very good. This is good work for him because you know why? He'll learn more from this fight than all his wins. Okay? Even though he got some knockouts, you can learn from those, but you learn more from this because you got a durable opponent in front of you. This is how real boxing is. As he gets to the championship levels, he's going to fight guys that he hits that don't go down. Okay?
A nice double jab followed by a right to the body, and he fires a nice overhand right while moving. Right hand on the fly. And that's a punch with an arc to it where he's kind of landing high on the head of Hernandez.
The only thing I would say that I would hope he learns is when, like right here, he's on the inside, right? He should bend his knees a little bit, see?
Right.
Bend his knees, because you're too high. Okay, when you're too high, if he throws a winging right hand over here, right, that's what he's been catching him with. Right. So bend your knees,
so with a little bit of bend in the knees, he can get over those haymakers from Hernandez, and he can also probably get more leverage on his own shots.
Because you're a bigger target.
Right.
You're a bigger target. So, like, when he gets close, bend those knees and disappear. See, he's too high. Oh, good shot. That was behind the ear.
Yeah, and that sneak right hand almost produced a technical knockdown because one of the gloves of Hernandez almost scraped the canvas. Here's finally some body work from Nursultanov.
We didn't see it that much earlier in the fight, but we're seeing some choice body shots here and there in the final rounds.
Yeah, Meyirim fought a fight. Well, now he's starting to, those punches starting to work. Now we see Hernandez on the attack. When he gets on the inside, he's not really attacking as much. He's more of a tie-up.
This has been a tough fight for Nursultanov and for referee Wayne Hedgepeth. He's had his work cut out for him, separating these guys. Good solid 8 rounds for Meyirim Nursultanov from Kazakhstan, now fighting out of Oxnard, California. I got it a shutout, Kevin.
I got a shutout unofficially, of course, 80-72.
That's right.
He didn't win 1 round. Hernandez was durable. He was credible, but he was not indestructible, okay? So I look at it like, you know, he couldn't be knocked out. He's the kind of, fights like this is what Meyirim needs. He needs fights where he hits guys, because when you're young, up and coming, you fight these young guys, and you hit them and they lay down.
Right, well, he had 8 knockouts in his previous 10 fights, so it's good to go. Not just 8 rounds, but solid 8 rounds.
Yesterday at the weigh-in, there was a wallet that we found. If Daniel Valentino Hernandez, we found your wallet yesterday at the weigh-in. Please come up to the DJ booth to come and get it. Thank you.
Very nice. Hey, 360 Promotions. This is a class outfit. You lose your wallet, hey, man, we're going to get it back to you.
You're lucky.
Exactly.
This is in New York. You ain't get that wallet back.
Exactly. No announcement right there.
You might get the leather wallet back, not what was in it.
But good work. Good, solid professional resistance Hernandez provided for Nursultanov. I think Nursultanov is going to grow from this experience.
He did good work. It was a good fight for him because, you know, like I said, as you go up the ladder, you fight these guys that don't lay down so easily, hard to hit. It's a better fight for you. So this is good education for him.
All right, we'd like to welcome Facebook. Everybody on Facebook watching this stream who's just now joining us. This is the end of an 8-round middleweight bout between Meyirim Nursultanov and Luis Hernandez. And I hope I didn't butcher Nursultanov's first name too much.
You might have.
May have.
Don't worry about it. You're not his weight class.
All you need to know is he's a prospect to keep your eye on.
You're not in his weight class, so you're good.
All right, Joe Martinez has the official announcement.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 have it 79-72 for your winner. By unanimous decision, he is still undefeated from Oxnard, California, Meyirim Nursultanov.